Hey, it's Death and Zach again. Say hi, Death.
Hey, people from all over the world that are watching this because they're bored.
And right now I'm in a plane, and we're still in Seaside Smirkish. And go ahead, Death.
All right. So as he's in a plane, he can jump out, which he'll do in a second, and he has a parachute so he doesn't kill himself.
Okay, let me show you the parachute. Here it is. You hit the space bar to deploy your parachute,
Yes,
and you will land safely on the ground.
unless you're on water.
Yes.
Oh yes, there's game boundaries, which if you pass them, will give you a certain time, which is 13 to 15 seconds, to get back to the battlefield, or you'll die if you don't, and you'll respawn to the closest respawn area. This is almost like capture the flag, this mode that we're playing, because you have to go to the place and seize the area.
And by the way, there's only two modes in this game. There's one with a rocket that is like a you have to stand in the base and stand beside the rocket for like 5 minutes, I believe. And yeah,
Yeah, but even though there's only two modes, this game never gets boring.
yes, it doesn't. It's a very fun and addicting game, and there's a lot of maps. And I think, let me see, there's Buccaneer Bay, and there's Seaside Smirkish, there's Victory Village, Midnight Mayhem. That's the rocket one that I was telling you about. And I don't believe. And there's a couple that are at night too. There's Seaside Smirkish at night. There's Beckoner Bay at night. And yeah.
It's pretty much quite a few you can play in and not get bored for a while.
Yes, and they're very huge maps. They're, I'd say, at least a mile wide.
Yes. Well, we can't really measure it, can we?
No.
Yes, your character kind of moves slow, but in a way that's good because if you were to move too fast, it would cause a lot of lag. And so far, the time I've been playing, I haven't gotten any lag at all.
And there is a tiny bit of lag recording, but that's just because we're recording. And yeah. And
So
I hit a tree. And that's another thing. If you're in a plane, you never want to hit trees and different things like that. The
don't
obstacles.
even don't even hit cables because I destroyed myself in a cable of light.
Yes, and the tanks are pretty OP. I have to agree with that.
And in case you don't know what OP stands for, it's oh 1 second, I'm getting shot.
It's overpowered.
Oh yeah. Ah, I almost died, but whatever. Yeah, it's overpowered. It pretty much explains itself from there. But yeah, there.
And
What were you gonna say, Sock?
um there is the customization of your character is really great.
Wide.
Like what you can make it look like what your character. Yeah.
Yeah. This game is pretty simple. It's nothing hard to play
I would
unless you
say an
fall.
8-year-old could play it probably. Pretty decently.
And, yeah, and I'm 7. I'm just kidding. I'm 14, but whatever.
Okay.
The tank.
And go ahead.
The tank you can shoot yourself. No, you can shoot like by yourself, but there's the car, the Jeep. You would have to have a gunner with you, or they can destroy you.
Yeah,
There,
and the you can run over people with your planes or jeeps or cars. You can run over people.
yes. Um, right. And in case you were wondering about the kind of modes you can be in, not modes, but like what you will be, you don't necessarily have to stay like that because you can create multiple heroes and be a commander or a gunner or soldier with multiple ones. But it's one faction per.
And by the way, that's on one account too. So,
Yeah.
and you can have up to 4 without using battle funds.
Yep. Yeah, and battle phones are pretty cheap actually.
They are. They're very decent. like I said in the last video, you can buy a permanent gun for $5. And I just killed that guy, and I don't know how I killed him, but okay. I'm not gonna argue.
Yeah. Alright, so the commander sniper can be changed. You or any gun that you have can be changed. They don't necessarily stay the same weapon. You get Valerie points or whatever you call them. They
And you can buy guns and clothes with those Valerie points.
Oh yeah, Valerie points. And then you pretty much keep them from as long as they let you. Like as long as you buy them. You could buy them from 1 day to permanent.
And
Pretty.
yes, actually, with the Valerie coins, you can't buy them for permanent, but battle funds you can.
Oh yeah,
So
battle funds is what buys them permanent.
I think you can buy them for a month with Valerie points. And the Valerie points are very chintzy. They don't give you very much per game. So you got to use them wisely. When you level up, they do give you a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah, pretty much you have to use them wisely and know how to play. If you play a lot, you'll